What up, guys? I'm back with another ranking video because I cannot do an album review. I haven't had the time, so I'm going to do an easy video, which is my Slayer album ranking. Of course, I'm going to rank Slayer's albums from least to greatest. It's a very easy list. There are some Slayer albums I dislike, like number 11. I am excluding Undisputed Attitude from this ranking because it's a mostly covers album, and I don't feel like that is appropriate for this video. So, sorry about that. And I'm also excluding Haunting the Chapel as well, because Haunting the Chapel is a EP. So starting it off is their newest one, Repentless. I thought it was disrespectful to Jeff and what they did with the album, and there wasn't that good songs on there. Yeah, Repentless is a pretty good song. The rest of it's kind of not that good. Next one, or my 10th favorite, God Hates Us All. Why? Because just the sound on it, it's too heavy. It's just non-stop fucking screaming. Oh my god, it's fucking wearing on you, and I can't even get through it. It's like, why the fuck did they do that? It's the same with the next one, if you know what the next one is. It's just too much fucking screaming. Like, goddamn. I don't like this album. I don't even like it. It's not that good. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for it, but oh fucking well. This is my opinion on this stuff, and this too much screaming. I cannot stand it. It hurts my ears listening to it. Not good. Just beating it out by a little bit is Christ Illusion. The follow-up to that album. The same thing. Screaming. Non-stop screaming on this album. It's like, why? Why do they have to do that? It's not even like death metal. They went towards the death metal type thing, but it's not even death metal. It doesn't sound like death metal. Same problems with it. Same issues. If you can't tell, I am currently going through heat. It's currently really hot in my house, so. And the my eighth favorite is Diablo Sin pretty good groove album. It kind of went into what they were doing with God Hates Us All, but they did it better. They should have stuck to it if they wanted to do it that way. It's not a bad album, it's not a good album, it's like in between. I could listen to it, I can get through it. It's a little bit boring, but yeah. And my seventh favorite is Divine Intervention, their album before that. Seeing a trend here of earlier album, like the later albums in their discography are high or lower on the list, or yeah, they're not that good. Production quality poor. Like it has some poor production quality. The musicianship is good on this one. It's good to listen to. Serenity and Murder is awesome. Everything is awesome on this album, but it's just the production quality could be a whole lot better on this one. That's why it's here. It's a good one. Where am I at? Here's my sixth favorite. Hell Waits, their second album, and the reason why it's here is it's just some of the stuff is all bunched together. It's just not that it's just madness. It's their least good of the first 5. And the first 5 are the most magical, besides one, which I'll be getting to. Hello Waits is good on this one. Hardening of the arteries. At dawn they sleep. And that's really all I care about on this one. Just... And here's top 5 with a newer one on top 5. World Painted Blood. Love this one. Everything on it, amazing. Like, there's really nothing going wrong on this album. It's like classic Slayer, but it's less heavier than the first, the 2 above it, and less heavier than the one that came after it, which it's just, I don't know why they did it this way, but it works. Favorite one on here is probably Playing with Dolls. Just how the eerie sounding stuff, just how it's eerie sounding enough on the album. And that's where it gets to the 4th best Slayer album. Seasons in the Abyss, usually people's favorite. There's better stuff. There's way better stuff than this. I actually like everything on this. I think it's like a 10 out of 10 record, but a lot of better stuff before that, and you will see why about the number 3 will probably shock people as well, why this is so low. Should be higher, people would be saying, but I rated here because I like the other albums more. Number 3 is Rain and Blood, what everybody also says is their favorites. Now, there's no really reason why it's here other than the 2 above it are probably the greatest 2, not the greatest 2 albums ever. On my favorite albums list, that would be a hard one to do, but those 2 would probably be somewhere on it. In the 100, but ones on here, everything on here, like, this is a killer ass album. It's what brought thrash metal to where it was. Thrash metal would be nothing if Slayer didn't release this one. Number 2, or my second favorite Slayer album, South of Heaven, and you know what number 1 is now, and yeah, I had to put it at number 1. I had to. I fucking love that Dissident Aggressor on this one, on this album, because it's a Judas Priest cover. It's Slayer doing a Judas Priest cover, which Judas Priest had really dark lyrics in that song anyways, and Slayer just said, well, it has dark lyrics, let's do it. Let's actually do that song. Silent Scream, amazing song. Behind the Crooked Cross, the drum opening for that one is amazing. Usually, like, people say, oh, you can't do drum openings to shit. You can't do drum lines before the guitars or whatever. No, Slayer just proved that one. Read Between the Lies, Ghost of War, Mandatory Suicide, probably my favorite Slayer song ever. If not for stuff on the first... I just fucking gave it away. Oh well. I already gave it away anyway, so what the fuck does that matter? South of Heaven, great, amazing stuff, full record, great. And now you know that my number 1 favorite Slayer album is Show No Mercy. I'm part of that group that liked the Show No Mercy album better than almost any other thrash metal ever released. That and Death Angel's Ultraviolence. Those 2 albums, man, those 2 albums are like some of the best thrash metal I've ever heard. That and Fueled by Fire. Fueled by Fire. Their first record, awesome. Die by the Sword. Die by the Sword, yeah. Very amazing one. Metal Storm, Face of Slayer. The Final Command, Chronic, Show No Mercy, everything. Fucking everything. Can't go wrong with this one. It's just a classic sounding Slayer. It's not even, doesn't even sound like Slayer. It sounds like early Metallica, that kind of stuff, but with different vocals. It sounds like early production thrash metal, and yeah, that's why I like it the best. This is a longer video. I hope you liked it, and peace.